is ATG Grid News. I'm Zach Heiko.
I am Catherine Llewellyn.
Our top stories. SL23B officially opens. Second Life's 23rd birthday celebration begins across 73 regions. Golden ticket giveaway announced. Residents can enter for a chance at a $1 million Linden grand prize. Trust and Safety meets in World. Linden Lab holds the first meeting in its new monthly safety user group.
Hello and welcome to ATG Grid News.
SL23B is officially open. Second Life's 23rd birthday celebration opened to the public on June 18th and it runs through July 19th. This year's event spans 73 SL23B regions with live music, performances, special events, exhibits, gifts, shopping, hunts, and official Linden Lab appearances. The theme is the Golden Age of Hollywood, and that theme is visible across the celebration, from studio-style backlots to event spaces, exhibits, and themed activities. The opening program included an appearance by Second Life founder Philip Rosedale, also known as Philip Linden, at the SL23B Orpheum Theater. Linden Lab also highlighted the welcome area as the main starting point for visitors, with visitor gifts, a birthday cupcake, and access to the SL23B Pod Tour station. Residents can use the Pod Tours to travel through the celebration regions, explore Hollywood-style photo backlots, visit event spaces, and follow the birthday calendar for daily programming. Linden Lab is also promoting the Tapestry of Time, an interactive exhibit focused on Second Life history, along with a gift area where exhibitors have shared birthday gifts. For residents planning to attend, the key dates are June 18th through July 19th, with the most active official entertainment schedule running through the first part of the celebration.
Linden Lab has announced the SL23B Golden Ticket Giveaway, a new birthday promotion tied to this year's Golden Age of Hollywood theme. The giveaway runs from June 22nd through July 14th. Residents can enter by visiting participating SL23B regions and clicking on the official Golden Ticket kiosks. There are 5 kiosks. Eligible residents can enter once per kiosk per day. Linden Lab says one winner will be randomly selected each day during the promotion for a total of 23 Golden Ticket winners. Each verified winner will be invited to take part in the live Golden Ticket prize event in Second Life. During that event, winners will choose from 23 golden prize boxes. Each prize box contains a Linden dollar prize. 22 boxes contain 10,000 Linden dollars, and 1 box contains the grand prize of 1 million Linden dollars. Linden Lab also notes there is no purchase required to enter, but eligibility rules do apply. Residents must have an active SL account in good standing, and the promotion is not available in every country jurisdiction.
Linden Lab has released the schedule for this year's Meet the Lindens event at SL23B. These sessions are scheduled from June 22nd through June 26th, with each event set for 1 p.m. Pacific Time at the SL23B Orpheum Theater. The week begins on Monday, June 22nd, with Philip Rosedale, the founder of Second Life. On Tuesday, June 23rd, residents can hear from the product team. On Wednesday, June 24th, the focus shifts to the engineering team. On Thursday, June 25th, the session features marketing and growth. And on Friday, June 26th, the series closes with Second Life Studios. The sessions are expected to be streamed through the in-world music stream, giving residents another way to follow the talks if the venue reaches capacity. Linden Lab previously invited residents to submit questions for the Q&A sessions, with submissions due by June 21st. Meet the Lindens is one of the most closely watched parts of the birthday celebration because it gives residents direct insight into Second Life's current development, product direction, community priorities, and future planning.
Linden Lab has added a set of SL23B themed last names to match this year's Golden Age of Hollywood celebration. The new options are Gilded, Starlet, Marquee, Premiere, Opulent, Belle, Real, and Glamour. These names are separate from the Pride Month last names also released this week. Residents who are eligible for name changes can review the available options through the official Second Life name change system. Standard account requirements and fees apply. Linden Lab says it will continue updating the last name pool over time, and residents can still suggest future names through the official last name suggestion form.
The SL23B Shop and Hop is open as part of the birthday celebration. This year's Shop and Hop features 480 creators across 24 regions. Linden Lab says each participating store is offering both discounts and exclusive gifts. The regions are divided into 18 moderate regions and 6 adult regions. That includes 360 merchants in moderate regions and 120 merchants in adult regions. The Shop and Hop opened to the public on June 18th, with early access beginning on June 17th for members of the official Second Life birthday group. Residents can begin from any Shop and Hop region, but Linden Lab is encouraging visitors to explore all regions so they do not miss stores, gifts, or limited time offers. The Shop and Hop remains one of the largest commercial parts of SL23B, bringing creators, shoppers, gifts, and event traffic together during the birthday celebration.
Linden Lab has published the SL23B Exhibitor Showcase, highlighting the resident-created core of this year's birthday celebration. The showcase includes 550 exhibitors, with 232 exhibits across 19 regions. The exhibits include art installations, role-play environments, community spaces, interactive builds, theme presentations, historical displays, and creative projects from across Second Life. Linden Lab says the showcase reflects this year's Golden Age of Hollywood theme through storytelling, creativity, and community expression. The exhibitors' regions are open to the public on June 18th at 12 noon Pacific Time. For many residents, these exhibits are the heart of SL23B. They show what communities, creators, artists, educators, organizations, and individual residents are building across the grid.
Live entertainment is also underway at SL23B. Linden Lab says the celebration includes 600 live music events and performances across 5 stages running from June 18th through June 28th. The schedule includes DJs, live musicians, dancers, performance groups, and immersive acts from across the Second Life community. Live music has long been a major part of the Second Life birthday celebrations. It gives residents a reason to return throughout the event and helps keep the SL23B regions active beyond the exhibits and shopping areas. Residents can follow the full SL23B birthday calendar for performance times, stage locations, and daily programming. Linden Lab is also working with Indie Spectrum Radio to provide a live audio stream featuring artists from the Second Life music community throughout the celebration.
Linden Lab has released a new set of Second Life last names for Pride Month. The new Pride themes last names are Proud, Slay, Diva, Prism, Ally, Out, Fabulous, Mother, and Icon. Linden Lab says the names are inspired by resident-submitted suggestions and are available for a limited time through the official name change system. Last names remain an important part of the Second Life identity. Residents use them for personal expression, role-play, families, communities, businesses, performers, and long-term recognition across the grid. This release also comes during a week when the Second Line name services receive maintenance, including an unscheduled name change maintenance notice on June 18th. Residents interested in changing their name should review the official name change information, including costs, account requirements, and the full list of currently available names.
Linden Lab held the first meeting of its new Trust and Safety User Group on June 16th. The meeting took place at Linden Estate Services and marked the start of a new monthly in-world format for discussion of safety and security topics in Second Life. The meetings are scheduled for the third Tuesday of each month and at 11 a.m. Second Life time. The first session covered several practical issues, including phishing links, multi-factor authentication, abuse reporting, harassment, repeat bad actors, and questions around bots used for data gathering. Major topic was phishing. In our past meeting, summary notes that fake links, including fake marketplace links, remain a concern. Residents were reminded to check URLs carefully, hover over text links before clicking, and be cautious about any dialog box or website asking for personal information. Multi-factor authentication was also discussed as the preferred way to protect Second Life accounts. Linden Lab is looking at additional MFA options, but no new user-facing capabilities were ready for announcement at the meeting. The discussion also covered abuse reports. The meeting summary says Trust and Safety receives around 500 abuse reports a day, or roughly 2,500 to 3,000 per working week. Linden Lab said reports are reviewed and are not handed off for automated processing by AI tools. The team also discussed harassment using alternate accounts and said work is happening in the background to better address repeat harassment and bad actors. Linden Lab made clear that individual abuse cases, account actions, the MCA issues, internal processes, and terms of service interpretations will not be discussed publicly in these meetings. Those issues must still go through official support or abuse report channels.
The BBB has opened a themed BBB Studios exhibit at SL23B. The exhibit follows the Golden Age of Hollywood theme and presents the BBB as a classic movie studio with sound stages and a theater for screenings. The BBB is known for BELLISSERIAN community services, passports, stamp activities, and other resident-facing projects. At SL23B, the group is presenting that work through a Hollywood studio setting. The Gazette says BBB Studios is also hosting a Patch Linden stamp, and visitors should watch for possible invitations to screenings during the celebration. The exhibit runs during the SL23 event period from June 18th through July 19th.
The Gazette has published a list of new SL23B stamp locations, making stamp collecting a major community activity during this year's birthday celebration. The list of locations include ATG Studios, BBB Studios, the Patch Linden Stamp, SLIC's Golden Age of Cheer, Sage Conversations The Ancestral Thread, Sable Hound Hollow, CDS at SL23B, the Maltese Howl Hunt, and the Liberty Fire Department. Many of these are event stamps available only during the SL23B celebration periods. The stamp program gives residents a structured way to explore more of the birthday regions. It also draws attention to community exhibits that visitors might otherwise miss. For collectors, SL23B is one of the busiest times of the year. The Gazette notes that stamp terminals may not always be in place until an event begins, so residents should check back if they arrive early.
Special personal stamps are also available during SL23B. Unlike fixed location stamps, these are collected from SSID tablet computers carried by selected Lindens, moles, BBB bureaucrats, and BELLISSERIAN ambassadors. These stamps are only available on SL23B regions and only during the birthday celebration. The Gazette says residents can collect them by clicking the tablet computers, though it is considered polite to ask first. The personal stamp system adds a social element to collecting. Instead of simply visiting a terminal, residents may need to find a participating person in World and interact with them during the event.
The Gazette reports that a bug report has been filed with Linden Lab over an issue affecting some stamp textures. Lord Cranach, the BBB's interactive systems engineer, filed a report after a recent Second Life systems update affected uploads of texture files with transparent backgrounds. The issue may cause some stamps to show black or white backgrounds on passports and the Staffy HUD. The Gazette says the report has been acknowledged by Linden Lab, but there is no implementation date for a fix. The issue is outside the BBB's control. Once Linden Lab fixes the problem, residents should not need to take further action because the BBB database should serve the correct images to passports and the Staffy HUD. For stamp collectors, the issue may be visible, but it does not appear to mean the stamps themselves are lost.
The virtual museum team is represented at SL23B with a special consolidated exhibit. According to the Gazette, the team has recreated all 5 of its museums in one place for the duration of the birthday celebration. That gives residents a chance to visit the full museum collection together at SL23B instead of traveling between separate locations across the grid. The virtual museum team's SL23B presents also includes an event stamp. This is a practical exhibit for residents interested in education, history, culture, and museum-style experiences in Second Life.
The Confederation of Democratic Simulators is participating in SL23B with 2 stamp opportunities. CDS has a standard event stamp available in the usual way. The second stamp is tied to the Maltese owl hunt. According to the Gazette, residents must successfully complete the hunt to earn that stamp. There is no stamp terminal to find through the area search. The Maltese owl hunt is described as a whodunit style activity at the CDS stand. CDS is one of the Second Life's long-running resident-governed communities, and its SL23B presence gives visitors both a community exhibit and an interactive challenge.
BBB Studios is planning an Oscars-style red carpet party during SL23B. The event is scheduled for July 11th at 12 noon Second Life time. According to the Gazette, the party will feature DJ Stephanie and a special bonus event stamp. The party ties directly into the Golden Age of Hollywood theme and gives residents another scheduled reason to return to the SL23B regions later in the celebration. Because the event is future dated, residents should watch the Gazette and BBB channels for final details closer to July 11th.
For SL23B, BBB bureaucrats and Bellisserian ambassadors are adopting Golden Age movie star personas. The Gazette says these themed identities are part of the BBB's Hollywood-style presentation during the birthday celebration. Some of the listed personas include classic film figures such as Humphrey Bogart, Marilyn Monroe, John Wayne, Audrey Hepburn, Clark Gable, Grace Kelly, Judy Garland, Marlon Brando, Lucille Ball, and Bette Davis. Visitors may encounter those personas while exploring SL23B, visiting BBB activities, or collecting personal stamps. It is a lighter community item, but it connects directly to the event theme and to the BBB's presence at SL23B.
Daniel Voyager has published a mid-June update on the Second Life grid statistics. As of June 14th, Second Life has 27,192 total regions. This is a net increase of 20 regions since June 7th. The total includes 17,780 private estate regions and 9,412 Linden-owned regions. Since the start of 2026, Daniel Voyager reports positive net growth of 334 regions. That includes an increase of 259 private estate regions and 75 Linden-owned regions. The report also notes that daily concurrency may increase during the SL23B celebration period, which runs from June 18th through July 19th. Region count is only one measure of platform activity, but it is closely watched by residents who track land use, private estate demand, and the overall movement of the grid.
NRP has published notes from the June 12th Second Life open source meeting. The meeting combines the former third-party viewer-developer meeting and open source development meeting. It is used for open discussion of Second Life development, including open source contributions, third-party viewer development and policy, and current open source programs. The meeting is generally held twice a month on Fridays at the Hypotropolis Theater and is usually text chat only. These meetings matter because viewer development affects everyday Second Life use. Changes can influence performance, graphics, interface behavior, compatibility, rendering, content creation workflows, and third-party viewer support. For residents who follow the technical side of Second Life, the open source meeting remains one of the regular places to track what is being discussed before changes reach a wider audience.
Several Second Life grid status notices appeared this week. The notices included voice service maintenance, last name maintenance, unscheduled name change maintenance, rolling restarts, and a continuing world map region name display issue. The voice maintenance notice said that voice communication could be intermittent or unavailable during the maintenance window. The last name and name change maintenance notices affected residents trying to use the name change service. The password service notice remained connected to a previous brief outage that caused some residents to receive error messages when logging in. These were separate service items rather than one major grid-wide incident. Residents experiencing login problems, voice issues, map display errors, or account service interruptions should continue checking with the official Second Life Grid status page for the latest updates.
Airfare 2026 has closed and published its totals and thanks posts. This year marked the event's 20th anniversary, and the event continued its long-running support for Wigs for Kids. Airfare reports a grand total of $4,722,893 Linden dollars raised. That total includes $2,661,349 Linden dollars from Airfare participant donations. It also includes $266,794 Linden dollars from bandanas, wraps, hairs, and donation kiosks. The Airfare exclusive last names raised $379,750 Linden dollars. The premium lifetime auction raised $315,000 Linden dollars, and the premium plus lifetime auction raised $1,100,000 Linden dollars. With those funds paid directly to Wigs for Kids through the Airfare Second Life portal. Airfare also thanked participating designers, shoppers, bloggers, volunteers, promotional sites, and Linden Lab, noting that Linden Lab donated special items with proceeds going to Wigs for Kids.
Second Life Newser reports that most Relay for Life track regions were taken down quicker than usual after the flood party. Normally, Relay camp builders have some time after the flood party to remove builds, collect campsite markers, and allow residents to revisit campsites. This year, most of the Relay track regions were offline less than a day after the flood party. The permanent American Cancer Society regions remain available, along with RFL Screening and RFL Royal Ascot, which are still being used for Royal Ascot activities. Second Life Newser also reports that Relay Rainbow activities are continuing in ACS3 through June 21st. For residents who wanted additional time to revisit track builds, the quicker shutdown may have been a disappointment. For builders who still need camp materials, the news report says residents should contact the appropriate Relay organizers for help with campsite markers and badges.
The RFL Royal Ascot Horse Jump Competition is continuing through June 20th at 1 p.m. Second Life time. Second Life Newser reports that no sign-up is required. Residents can use their own attachable horse, such as a T-Gold, or choose a horse from the horse raiser at the entrance. The course is self-starting, automatically times each rider, and displays the top times on a scoreboard. Trophies will be awarded during the Royal Ascot after party at 3 p.m. Second Life time on June 20th. Winners do not need to be present to receive their trophy. Donations at the event go to the American Cancer Society. This is one of the relay-related activities still active after most of the main relay track regions were taken offline.
Second Life Newser has highlighted several exhibits from this year's Relay for Life track. The coverage focuses on resident-built displays created for the Relay weekend, including team areas, theme builds, exhibits connected to the American Cancer Society fundraiser. Relay builds are temporary, and this year most track regions came down quickly after the flood party. That makes post-event coverage especially useful because it helps preserve a record of what residents created for the event. This is a follow-up to the Relay weekend coverage with a focus on builds and exhibits rather than the opening of the Relay itself.
Relay Rainbow activity is continuing after Relay weekend. Second Life Newser reports that Relay Rainbow events are taking place in ACS3 and are scheduled to continue through Sunday, June 21st. The event connects Relay for Life activity with Pride Month themes of visibility and inclusion. It is a brief community item, but it shows relay-related activity continuing after the main weekend and after most of the track regions were taken offline. Residents interested in supporting relay activities after the main weekend should check the remaining ACS regions and event notices before June 21st.
ATG Productions is also represented at SL23B, with a themed exhibit focused on its media work in Second Life. The ATG Production Build presents the organization's work in studio lot-style environment, fitting this year's Golden Age of Hollywood theme. The exhibit highlights ATG Grid news, along with displays focused on the ATG team and its work across the grid. Visitors can explore the studio-inspired setting and learn more about ATG's news production and community media presence in Second Life. The exhibit gives SL23B visitors a look at how ATG Productions presents and documents life across the grid, while also tying that work into larger birthday celebration themes. As part of the exhibitor lineup, the ATG Build adds on media-focused stop to the SL23B regions and reflects the continuing role of resident news and broadcasting projects in Second Life. That's all for today's edition of ATG Grid News.
I'm Zach Haiku.
And I'm Catherine Llewellyn.
Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to
enjoy the grid.